Living with a culture of giving back is the mission for Michelle Adams.
Well, my community and my role as master licensee is supporting the community of franchisees who are our coaches out there that are growing their local communities. So it's not just the local community that I have of franchisees in Asia Pacific and also the US. It's our wider global community. You know, with what we do with our webinars, with our conferences, with our communication chats, whether through Facebook or WhatsApp, we are so connected. Sometimes I talk more to people in the US than I do talk to somebody that's up the street.
You will hear her journey from the corporate world to the world of franchising and the impact this has had on her life. What will you say are the 3 top skills or things you would need to be successful in franchising?
Top 3 things is follow the system. You know, there's a system in all franchise groups. Follow the system. You know, it's easy as entrepreneurs to think, I've got a better way of doing it, or I know a better way, or I'm just going to try this. Don't. Follow the system. Number 2 would be have a growth mindset. You know, be open to learning. And the 3rd is definitely lean on the community. You know, when you join a franchise, you join a network of franchisees and the franchisor support system. Really lean on that. Ask lots of questions and use that to your advantage. They're my top 3.
Follow the system comes up number 1. For those who are not familiar with franchise in general, can you elaborate a little bit on what is it to follow the system?
A system is a proven formula for success in that industry or franchise group. So that's everything from marketing, sales, operations, financials, all the aspects of business that you need to be successful to do the things that you need to do. There's a system that's been created for it. Franchising is about a system, many systems. So use it. That's why you're investing it. Otherwise you would do it on your own, right? Like you'd go out there and do these things on your own. Very rarely is anyone ever as successful as what they can be when they just invest in the system.
And you've obviously had at least a career or 2 before getting into Action Coach. What made you choose to invest in franchise and more so in Action Coach itself?
I'm very passionate about franchising, and I have been involved in a number of other franchise groups throughout my career. Franchising for me is scalable. There's no other model that gives you a proven system, a community, a network, and a tribe of people, something that's greater than just you going on your own. So that's why I'm passionate about franchising. Before I joined Action Coach, I was a strategist, a marketing growth strategist, and I was working with a lot of businesses. And the common theme that kept coming up was they needed way more than just help with marketing or lead generation. They really needed a business coach. So I'm like, right, how can I join a company that's got a system that can help these businesses? I really wanted to have a bigger impact than just what I was doing. So I really set an intention for calling in something greater, a tribe, a community of people that were all committed to doing the same. And that's why I'm here. Loving every minute of it.
Would you also ask or go further into the financial details, what your returns would be and so forth, and how you can earn a living?
Of course, that's standard. Of course, in any business investment, you've got to know and understand your numbers. You've got to have goals. You've got to understand what goals you want to achieve, the projections you want to achieve, the impact that you want to have. Of course, I mean, that's, you know, through our discovery process, that's what we do. We sit down and we go through the numbers. We look at projections. We look at goals and how this business can align with your personal goals, your family's goals and dreams. So, of course, the numbers, of course, the operations support, the systems. We give our prospects so much information, you know, whether it's through a video series or whether it's our one-to-one connection time that we have. There really is so much information around, you know, setting up a business with Action Coach. But I still come back to that number one thing is this business aligned with my greater purpose?
Would you be so kind and share with us a little bit of your transition from the corporate world or your past lives into following a system and joining Action Coach?
I feel like I've sort of done so many things. I've owned my own businesses. I owned a restaurant 20 odd years ago. I, have had several of my own businesses. Most of my corporate experience was in franchising for the franchisor, working, supporting franchisees' growth. And so when I left my last corporate role, I'm like, that's it. I'm done with corporate. I just want to help small business. So off I went, started my own consulting agency, supporting businesses with lead generation. I mentioned earlier, I just realized I didn't have a system. I was creating programs and products to sell. Most business owners needed way more help than just with their lead generation strategies. They needed help with team. They needed help with their financials. Most of them had no idea, really what their financials were and their numbers in their business. They were struggling with cash flow. And it kind of really opened my eyes to realize that what Action Coach has is literally the pathway to success for any business in any industry. There's a formula for business ownership. How do you get more time back? Most business owners are spinning their wheels. They're operating in their business with really out any clarity on where they're heading and why they're doing what they're doing. So, and team, most business owners are working, 80 plus hours in their business. They often pay their staff more than they pay themselves, and they've lost their mojo for their business. And so team, helping business owners realize that there's more to building a team than maybe what they think. And so, being able to have the formula and pathway for really creating a great team that can essentially run your business so you don't have to. So getting the team to take care of the customers so that the customers take care of the business, essentially. So we've got a formula for that. We've got a formula for profits. We've got, so it's just, there is a clear pathway. We have the golden nugget for business success. And we have what every business owner needs. So it's just sharing that knowledge and that pathway that businesses need is, why I'm so passionate about what we do at Action Coach.
And it's always about helping, about contributing to your situation instead of being, shying away from it and saying, well, I don't know if I should be talking to her.
One of the things that we teach that I love is that, that open mindset of, isn't that interesting? And even going through the discovery process of either investing in a franchise or joining Action Coach, it's almost like you draw this line in the sand of who I was versus who I'm going to become or want to be, because it changes your life. The experience changes your life in profound ways.
I hope you have gained some valuable insights into the world of franchising. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share with your network. Also, click the link below to learn more about franchising with Action Coach.